Okay, hello, welcome to the stream. I'm Milo, and my pronouns are they, them. I've thoroughly rinsed the Sonic series as far as I'm concerned. So what I'm doing is going back to... I started the whole Sonic series with Socket, aka Time Dominator First. A little Sonic competitor on the Mega Drive, I believe it was. Yeah, it was. So we're going back to the Mega Drive with a British game by Gremlin Graphics called Zool, which I've seen some lists refer to as a Sonic competitor. We can decide that for ourselves, whether it really is competing in that space. So this was originally released on the Amiga, 1992. Today I was planning on playing the sequel, but then I decided, what the heck, I should play the first one as well. So here we are with the first one. After the Amiga version, it got releases on all sorts of platforms. Let me give you a quick list. The Amiga CD32. It's like a CD updated version. The Acorn Archimedes, the Atari ST, MS-DOS, the Mega Drive, the Master System, and the Game Gear, the SNES, and the Game Boy. So since we're in, Sonic mode, I figured we'd look at specifically the Mega Drive version and the Master System version. A lot of the console ports have differences from the Amiga original, which we can get into a little bit as we go on, but this isn't like the original experience. But it is the version that they chose to sort of remake for modern platforms, which I can also talk about later. Anyway, hi Volgloss, how are you doing? Oh, you subscribed, thank you. Making the obvious Ghostbusters reference, I respect that a lot. I've seen it a lot in comment sections while researching this game. I don't remember that from the movie myself. I think it's the second one. I don't really care for those movies, but whatever. Anyway, the other one thing I want to note about this is the name of the antagonist here, K. Rool, which is very similar to Donkey Kong Country's King K. Rool, or King K. Rool as they pronounced it in the TV show. And they're both British-made properties, so there's an interesting little connection. So the manual has a little comic that describes the story. Zool is an intergalactic something or other, and he crashes his hyperplane space thingy. Spaceship? What do you call it? I don't know, who cares? Into a lake of custard on an evil planet, and then he has to fight through 6 trials to make his way back. The different version manuals have different tweaks on this story, but it's essentially that. So the difficulty changes the number of lives you get. There's also the number of continues, but then it's like lives per continue. It also changes the time limit you have to complete a level, and it changes the number of items throughout the level you need to collect to complete it. Music on, of course. Now, the Amiga version had a funny quirk where you could either play the music or you could play the sound effects, but not both at the same time. So a lot of the ports rectify that. You'll also notice the Chupa Chup logo displayed prominently. This is not a sponsored stream. This game was sponsored by Chupa Chups, and their logo appears prominently. It's very strange, honestly. Yes, my phone is reminding me that my work Christmas party is today. I opted out of it. I was not feeling well. Okay, so... oh boy. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we're moving very quickly. So I did do a little bit of testing on the SNES version, and I think between the two, Zool has a slightly different momentum mechanic on the Mega Drive, which makes him feel more like Sonic, so it's fairly appropriate. He's got a little bit of a run up to get up to full speed, and then he's got more sliding inertia at the end of a run. So yeah, I feel like this is an attempt to replicate some Sonic mechanics anyway. And the implementation of slopes is cool too. Very nice thing for a 16-bit platformer to show off. Oh wow, I only have that many hits? Okay. So I have 3 hits, it looks like. Oh my god. So defeating enemies will sometimes give you a heart. And it looks like items remain collected between lives, which is nice. What did that do? Okay. My item collection percentage will be displayed somewhere on screen, I'm sure. Damn, those disappear quickly, don't they? So Zool, being a ninja, has ninja reflexes and instincts, but he also has ninja skills such as wall clinging. He cannot climb a wall in this version of the game. That's something he gets in certain ports and also the sequel, but he can do a wall jump. He can do triangle jumps, I guess. Okay, we can't beat the spiky ones. I don't have turbo on, do I? Oh, that's the checkpoint. I do have turbo on. That must be a leftover from last time I was playing a Mega Drive game. I gotta look up how to clear that, because I don't want it throwing me off. Mega Drive. Oh, I don't have rapid fire. Let's make a clear button for it anyway, just in case, but it might just be the default behavior. So if I do this, nope, that's default behavior. Okay, that's just how he rolls, I guess. So I have seen some confusion online about what exactly Zool is. For some reason, I've seen him described as an ant, and that got me interested because that's kind of my nickname in certain circles. But oh, we've got actual Chupa Chups here in the background too. You'll love to see it? I don't know. It's just kind of weird. Kind of darkened sky type thing. With the Skittles that it's sort of there, but not really focused on too much. Okay, I'm dying a heck of a lot. Seems like this version is quite hard. But that's okay, we can cope with it. Oh, okay. I got like a big biscuit. Gave me a big point bonus. So because we're on easy, we don't really need to be so comprehensive about picking up items. Oh, there's a heart. The game speed is like quite fast. Very snappy. I did get the North American release because I figured the 60 Hz thing, but I forgot to factor in that this game was developed in the UK and maybe is tuned for PAL frame rates. Maybe it's running faster than it should, but I don't know. I'll keep going with this one. It'll make it feel more Sonic-like if I'm going faster, right? Okay, so how many lives do I actually have? I think 2. LI for lives. Yeah, that's great. Some weird things going on here with the UI and stuff. Oh, okay. We're gonna roll. Yeah, how we have this whole frame around the screen, a little HUD thing. I don't remember if the Amiga version had that. I like briefly looked at some footage of it. But yeah, it is interesting that the ports, they do change things. They have different level design and stuff. Oh yeah, so we have power-ups. The clone one follows behind you a short delay and mimics your actions, including shooting out little shots. So you get double your shots for a little bit. Oh, looks like I got a jump power-up as well. At some point. There's also like invincibilities, 1-ups, all the usual stuff. And some enemies drop items to pick up. So this also changes depending on what version of the game you're playing, but like I said, the difficulty affects how many of those pickups you need to complete the level. I think on this version, that was a jump power-up, there we go. I think on this version it's 50% for easy, 75% for medium or normal, whatever. And 99% of items for hard. Which is a bit rough, I don't know. I like collectathons and all, but like, these pickups are everywhere. You see them, right? And the game's hard enough as it is. Sometimes they even blend into... ugh, whatever. I did give myself plenty of continues, but I'm sure at some point I'll start using rewinds. As the difficulty increases, the manual promises that things get more difficult. That's just normal game design, really. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. I don't know. So I said that Zool has a little bit of, you know, a running start kind of thing and an inertia to his movement, but it's nowhere near the extent that Sonic does. Where I feel like the Mega Drive Sonic games Sonic feels very heavy to control. Like, very slow to start and maintains momentum more. This one doesn't go quite that far, but it's got a little bit of that going on. So I think Zool also has a slide attack. Okay, if you press down while you're running, he'll do a little kick thing. Yeah. Note also some idle animations. I want to show these off because they're fun. There we go. Showing off his ninja moves. There's a push-up animation that I wanted to look at. I'll wait for him to do it, but let me tell you something I gleaned from the manual. Ahem. Zool is the interstellar cosmos dweller from the nth dimension. The nth dimension is described as like being all around us. In fact, it's imagination, and Zool is its guardian. The SNES version of the manual adds a little bit at the end of this paragraph that calls him the protector of creative thought and defender of positive action. Now, you thought he was just an alien gremlin ninja, but no, he's the protector of all creative thought, guardian of imagination, and defender of positive action. Which is pretty, I don't know, pretty lofty titles. His enemy is Karul, but Karul has a minion called the Mental Block. So we've got a kind of abstract thing going on here, where imagination is literally becoming reality in some way, and then the antagonist is a creative block. So, you know, it's kind of fun and thematic. Are you kidding me? Come on. Hi, Gibbon. You're familiar with Zool? We are playing as the interstellar cosmos dweller, Zool. I had to check my notes for the wording on that one. And yes, I hope you like lollipops. Other brands are available, by the way. I must say that as a representative. Oh, okay. Gibbon has not played it, but has seen ads for it in magazines. Alright, I'm gonna try not to die again because I've run out of lives. And if I use a continue, I don't know where that's gonna put me. I think I've got save states set up. I do, awesome. Ah, the double. El doble. So there's something about bonus areas and stuff. I don't know how to get to them. I saw, at least on the Amiga version, you could break through walls, or maybe that was a sequel, I don't know. I've done a lot of like rapid fire research. I wasn't even going to play this version, or this game at all. I was going to start with the sequel, but I figured I should give them both their due. Get that vital context. What is going on here? Oh, okay, so you have to do the punch animation to activate a checkpoint. But if you're sliding from your momentum, he doesn't do the punch. He only shoots a projectile from nowhere, somewhere. I don't know why punches even produce projectiles. I guess it's ninja gremlin powers, whatever. So yeah, you gotta come to a stop. Yeah, I gotta wonder if the Amiga version had that. It's gonna come up a lot, but yeah, I chose this version, so we're gonna stick with it. I was gonna do like a quick run through of each one, but that would be too much work. Ooh, Bubsy. So yeah, oh, I guess I'm grabbing the wall up there. Okay, I can't jump out of the chocolate. We're going Willy Wonka mode over here. Oh, there's my exit. Whose face is that? Is it mine? I guess? I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah. I'm not even sure if the game displays to your item collection percentage. Oh, so that's what C is. So I only need to get 25% in this mode on this version. Okay, I thought it was 50. They made it easier here. And that counts down to 0. So when it reaches 0 is when I can exit the level. So that's nice. Enemies seem pretty stingy about giving me health pickups though. Oh. So breaking walls also needs you to do the punch animation. It feels kind of buggy. It's like, is it supposed to be this way, you know? Oh, there's a bouncer. Oh, I guess it's a one-time bouncer? Nope. It's a timed bouncer. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. So what does this big thing do? It's just points, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah. So Zool is a gremlin. I don't know how much he was a mascot for the company, but this game was made by Gremlin Graphics. He's definitely a mascot type character, right? A mascot platformer. But I couldn't tell you how much they used him as a mascot for the company, despite him being the species that shares a name with the company. So they're based in the UK. They did a bunch of stuff for a while. I hadn't really heard of any of the major things they made or played them before. So as far as I'm concerned, this is like their big game that I've heard of. Okay, what's going on here? We gotta find the exit, I guess. This is a new mechanic. I do have those 2 extra lives, but I just can't be bothered getting sent back to a checkpoint. Maybe if I go up and then left. We didn't try that. 2 blobs. They're like little jelly lollies, I guess. Yeah, so Gremlin Graphics has an interesting history, like, of successes and stuff. Oh, there's so many checkpoints around. Feels like I'm just going backwards now. So I don't feel like I'm going to make progress by going up this way, but I'm doing it now. Oh! How did I manage to jump out? I can jump out near the edge of the... whatever that is. It doesn't look like chocolate anymore. Some kind of cola, perhaps. I don't understand. How do I win? Okay. Come on. Reveal yourself to me, Chupa Chups. So yeah, I think I read that Gremlin Graphics purchased... Oh, who was it? Oh, I don't even remember. It doesn't matter. Anyway, eventually they were acquired by Infogrames, the French games megacorp that changed its name to Atari at some point. So who knows who owns the rights to Zool, but it, like I said, it did get a kind of remake recently. And there's an interesting story with that because some of the management of Gremlin went on and formed a studio called Sumo Digital, and I've played a lot of their games. They're really cool. Ah, here we go. We found a different area. Okay, let's take the death, get our health back for the boss fight. I did hit that checkpoint, right? I didn't. Here it is. Okay, cool. So our enemy is a giant bee who instantly kills us from off screen. Great. So yeah, Sumo Digital's great. They made games like Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed, Snake Pass, lots of cool stuff. Okay, it's shooting projectiles, but so can I. What is... It's like a bee, but then there's something on its back, like a sticky tape roll or something. An 8? It's just an 8, maybe? Part of the plot is that sort of inanimate objects have come to life and have become hostile. I guess that includes the sweeties around here that have grown eyes and started to kill me. And this is the result of Cruel's machinations. Oh, it can throw those out. Are they like a lolly? Like a lifesaver? One of those fruit lifesavers? Oh, I've destroyed it. Okay. Yeah, we're going ham on the rewinds. Don't worry about it. Can I bop the boss? Bopping is a mechanic. I cannot bop the boss. I have to strike the boss with my punching attacks. Perhaps a slide? Nope. So yeah, Sumo Digital's great. Big fan of their work. They have some crossover with Rare. Current key figures of Rare came from Sumo after they collaborated on Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing with Banjo-Kazooie, of course. Okay, let's take a death here and get our... continue on. Get some lives back. I would love to, thank you. But yeah, the Sumo connection is interesting because Zool Redimensioned is a sort of remake of this game, specifically the Mega Drive version of Zool. It's still got the retro graphics, but they put it into widescreen, which I love. I love for especially a fast-paced game like this. Okay, so the big collectibles in this one are the boom boxes, because we're in like hi-fi world now, where everything is audio technology. So I love how strongly themed each level is, each world. It's good stuff. Yeah, so Zool Redimension looks pretty interesting. I'm going to go check it out later. It's on PS4 and Steam for PC, I believe. And it's pretty cheap, so yeah, I might pick that up. But yeah, like I said, it's a kind of a screen expanded version of this, which is great. They added some mini games. What else did they add? Oh, I guess the most important fact about it is it was created by a team within Sumo. Well, sort of within Sumo. It's sort of a... Oh, right, your shots bounce off the drum. That's clever. I forget what it's called, but it's like a program for up-and-coming developers to get their foot in the door in the industry by working on these small-scale projects like this. Sumo Academy, I think it's called. So it's a great little pathway for starting developers to get into possibly sumo or just get some experience under their belt. Yeah, so I thought that was a really cool idea. I should look up what else they've done through that Academy project. But like continuing the legacy of what is sort of their old property in this way is yeah, a fun way to do that. Okay, are you gonna move or what? We can't bop these guys, thankfully. I wonder if you get more hearts from bopping? Nope. It's just random, I guess. So yeah, I liked that last level where you had to explore a bit. It wasn't as straightforward to get to the end, but we also saw that a bit with the boss level, so yeah. Ugh. Why an innocuous, like, amp speaker would just hurt you for no reason. It's even got my name on it. Look at this thing. It says Zool right in the corner. Oops. Oh. So yeah, big sprawling levels with lots of collectibles. Feels like an Amiga Euro platformer kind of design. So that's fun, seeing that on other console platforms. But this is still an Amiga game at heart, even though they've redone the levels for the console versions. New bosses too, apparently. Not sure exactly what changes were made, but I know that the Mega Drive version has unique stuff, as well as the SNES version. The Wikipedia page for Zool notes that the Master System version is like even more unique than other console ports. It says that that's where Zool got the wall climb for the first time, which I'm not sure if that's true. In fact, it's definitely not, because I can climb in this one. I didn't try it yet, but I definitely can. So yeah, there's blatant lies on Wikipedia. What else is new? But yeah, if I have time in this stream, if this doesn't take too long, I'm planning to have a look at the Master System version as well. I briefly booted up the Game Boy version as well in testing, and that seems... why is it... It doesn't make sense why this would even hurt you, you know? Okay. I love how far they've gone with the theming, though. Even more than Rayman's Music World, I feel like. Or in a different way. That was all very abstract. This is like concentrated technology graveyard. I did notice the compact disc logo at some point. I'll point it out if I spot it again. But yeah, I can climb, definitely. I'm an ant after all, right? See, these things look spiky, but I guess they don't hurt you. What is that? It's like a hi-hat symbol, I guess? Yeah, whatever. Actually, the theming in this world kind of reminds me of another game, which I saw on some Sonic clone lists. It's called Mohawk and Headphone Jack, and it's on the SNES, and it's a very strange game. Probably worth playing at some point on this stream. So it's on the Super Nintendo, and I guess the main feature of it is the rotation technology. Oh, climbing sprites, very cool. So like every surface in the game is, well, it seems like a lot of the game has these curved surfaces, and the screen freely rotates as you walk around them. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it looks very interesting in motion, and it's very technically impressive. Like, how did they do this on a SNES kind of thing? The collection percentage must have gone up, surely. Hmm? Yeah, okay. Oh! Oh! Let's try and break this wall. Aha! Gamer instincts. Rude. I'm looking for that disc logo. Which I think was like copyrighted by, I don't know, Philips or something. Some company owned like the patent for CDs and... Oh, I need that heart, really, I do. Ah, so bouncy. Goodness gracious. Are you kidding me? Let's go the long way around. Ah, I missed it. Oh, and now it didn't even spawn. Rude. Some RNG involved. Oh! So sometimes the symbols drop items. I can't shoot from a wall, I have to be in free fall. Hello? Yeah, there we go. I feel like it dropped something but then went off screen and immediately despawned. Oh, really? Oh, don't mind if I do. 7 lives. I'm only short a few items, but I don't even know where the exit is. Oh, there it is. But it's flashing because I can't get it yet. Okay, this should be enough. It wasn't. One more pickup. There we go. Yeah, so this must be really demanding on harder modes. Especially when the levels start getting more open like this. Okay. I do love how hard they're going with the theming in each world, it's really fun. The sequel has similar levels of theming, but I'll be going for the CD32 Amiga version of the sequel when I play it, because it has an extra world that is not in any other version. Oh. Also, have you noticed that the slopes have disappeared? Maybe this isn't a Sonic style platformer after all. But I feel like it's taking a few cues from Sonic. You know, mascot character with attitude, that kind of thing. Trying to be cool and hip with the kids with the Chupa Chups and all that, you know. That's what kids love, is Chupa Chups. If I knew any songs on the piano at all, I could play them with large gaps in between the notes because you have to jump. Nice. That keyboard features prominently in the trailer for the redimensioned version. Okay, we're pretty close to the item limit already. Which is nice. Oh, there we go. So now we just need to find the exit, wherever it is. Could be anywhere. Ugh. Yeah, I'm gonna really enjoy that expanded screen size, because, you know, Zool's not exactly a Sonic type character, but he moves very fast. He doesn't have to build up quite as much. But yeah, he's a zippy little ninja. So you can easily get ambushed by enemies. Especially with that wall jump. Going vertically. Are you kidding me? Yeah, go play the redimension version. Oh, a boss fight already. I was not keeping track of what level we were on. But it seems to be some kind of guitar with flamethrowers attached. An electric guitar. Yeah, we'll take the death there. I think I've got a checkpoint. And it's just over here? Yeah, okay. Oh, it burned away the record. Okay, this... Does it have iframes after a hit? It flashes a little bit. I think I'm good to rapid fire, actually. Oh, the records are spinning and they knock you off. Ooh! Rude. Oh, God. Okay. Is sumo based in Sheffield, or am I misremembering that? Oh. Oh, come on. Yeah, we're doing the save state strategy. Looks like they've given this boss a fair bit of health. Oh, dang it. No, oh, come on. Also just noticed that the LCD displays on these spell out 20OL or Zool. Everything is Zool. Do you think the fact that Zool's name is manifesting in things in the world is a reflection of him fighting back against the mental powers of cruel, like, because he's the guardian of imagination and stuff, like his thoughts become reality kind of thing? He's a bit of a Shade the Changing Man, really. A comic series that Gibbon has convinced me to read, and I'm enjoying going through all the various iterations of the franchise. I'm up to the Peter Milligan Vertigo run now, or I guess pre-Vertigo. I'm not sure when the Vertigo label actually launched. But yeah, that kind of thing is on my mind a lot, like... Oh, come on. Oh, Gibbon made the Ghostbuster reference as well. Yeah, his name's manifesting because he's a Ghostbusters villain. Do you think they're the same character? I don't remember... Like, I think I've seen Ghostbusters once. I remember the second one more than the first one, but even then, not very much. Oh, you know what I do remember is the LEGO Dimensions Ghostbusters level. But even then, the 2016 reboot has more content in the game than the original film, so I would know that one better, I would say. But yeah, I don't know what Zool is. Some kind of ghost, I guess. Oh my god. Alright, focus. Focus time. Well, issue 33 was the first Vertigo issue, so like DC was printing it without the Vertigo branding at that point. Yeah, I'm not up to 33 yet. I'm up to like 28 or something. I'm up to spoilers. Should I say? I don't know. The bit where things get a little oh my god. The bit in the story where queer transgender stuff is happening, which is fun. Ah! I'm going to scream. This is really hard. Yeah, I'm not through the first, that arc yet. So I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, well, yeah, one of the bits where the queer transgender stuff is happening. The first one, well, is it the first one? There's been a few, like, things so far. There's been bi things, lesbian things, lots of things. I'm gonna spew. There's a, like, so a few issues before that, Shade's in a biker bar and this biker is like taunting him with homophobic insults and stuff. And he's like looking in the mirror and going, what is masculinity? What is femininity? I'm like, Yeah. It is still a 90s comic, but it seems to be handling that stuff pretty well, I think. Okay. Oh god. Gotta keep an eye on those projectiles. I'm sure this would be a lot easier to deal with if the screen was bigger. Okay, fire. It didn't come where I thought it would. Nuts. Oh, really? What was that hitbox? I really don't want him to wall cling at all in this battle. It's not useful. Sorry. Nope. And it's like the upper part of the boss that's vulnerable. Yep. Okay, we're going heavy on the save states now. This is gonna get nuts. What? Come on. Oh, notice that Zool has a teetering animation. Oh, here we go, thankfully. Thank frick. There's more level? What's going on? Just let me leave, for goodness sake. Or at least drop a heart. A checkpoint? Anything. Why is there more level after the boss? That is so bizarre. Not totally unheard of, to be fair. There. We made it. Oh my god. Gibbon saying it's really interesting going back and reading that with today's knowledge of LGBT stuff. Because the language to even address all those things is completely non-existent in 1992. Yeah. You're so right. Like, the ideas are there, but like language also helps create and reinforce ideas. So. But yeah, even without the language, like, it's addressing that stuff. There's bisexual stuff, genderqueer stuff, trans stuff, polyamory stuff, etc., etc. I don't think even a single one of the terms I just said is even mentioned in any form. Yeah, you're right. So far, they have not mentioned any of those terms, but those themes have been there. Like, the main character's bi, and I'll add one to your list. The like third character, the kind of comic relief character almost, is Ace, or at least it's hard to tell with her because she often says things jokingly. Actually, yeah, I don't know if she is, but she's on the spectrum of, you know, arrow stuff, I guess, maybe. Okay, so we're in Fruit World, I guess. I like how some stage elements are like drawn really big. It reminds me of El Viento. So like this bush and these foreground or background leaves, like very large pixels, making up an image that looks like it's then zoomed in. That was all over El Viento, and it was great. It was a great look that was very interesting. So I like seeing it here too. Okay, those are potatoes. Fun Droot Proot. Fruit! It's an F. Yeah. Legally distinct fruit. It's not really fruit. It's like Fruit Loops. That's how they spell those as well. A nice kind of serene mountain background. Oh, one of them's got a face. Amazing. So I read that certain worlds have different checkpoints, but this might just be the Amiga version. I think they've standardized them for this version. Like the checkpoints have different appearances in different worlds on Amiga. Like in that one it mentioned that half-buried bananas are the checkpoint, and when you punch them... Yeah, Lenny. Sorry, I didn't say her name, but yes. Given saying Lenny is her favorite character. Yeah, it's interesting how she just kind of turns up, you think she'll disappear after an issue, and then she just comes back and becomes like the third main character. It's very cool. And she's a very interesting character. What are those things? Are they beans? Dropping little peas on me? Oh, okay, random tomato from off screen. What's going on? They're just coming out of nowhere. It's not very fair. Oop. Definitely want to one-up if I can get it. Yeah, the difficulty's definitely increasing. Yeah, what is that? I think it's a bean. It's like a bean pod dropping its little beans off. And I love the bouncing bananas. They're so strange, and carrots too, for platformer characters being so thin and upright. So they kind of stand out. Okay. Yeah, I have a good friend who's Ace, and so I'm kind of on the lookout for representation of that kind at the moment. Oh, maybe it's not a percentage down there, it's like an absolute number. So I wasn't getting 25%, I was getting 25 items. Seems like that's the case. But maybe every level just has 100 items, who knows. Oh, slopes are back, by the way. Although they kind of look like Sweet World slopes, because they're like cake icing with strawberries, right? Strawberries are a fruit, to be fair. But what else could that be in Fruit World? Just that white stuff. I don't know. Go away, bean. Least favorite enemy right now. Ugh. You really do get ambushed a lot in this game, don't you? At least I'm getting some one-ups. Cool. Oh! What? Okay, to be fair, I could have seen that off screen. Barely. What are you doing? Okay, just wait. What? No! This thing is intense. Okay. So I was trying to do a punch in midair, but I don't think that is an animation that's even possible. So I think we're stuck here. Because I wondered if that terrain was breakable. I think we just gotta backtrack. No big deal. Okay, it's a big deal. Is this pass through? It's just a whole big dead end down here. I guess. Pretty rude. Yeah, I don't feel bad at all about using rewinds for this game. The ambushing is extreme. I gotta wonder how the Game Boy version feels on that front. And yeah, I was mentioning the Master System version. I'll probably run out of time to play it today, but I guess I can move it to next week, which means I won't be able to do Zool 2 before the year's over, which annoys me. Maybe I'll do a bonus stream. It's Christmas season. I can't stream on Christmas, obviously, but I'm sure I could find some time next week to do an extra. So yeah, maybe Zool 2 on Wednesday, maybe Zool 1 Master System on Monday or something. See how we go. But yeah, with all the Sonic stuff, I figured prioritize the Sega versions. I could play the Game Boy version too. Don't know how different the SNES version would be, but I tested it out a little bit. Level 1 has a pretty different layout. But yeah, there could be whole mechanics that are exclusive to certain versions. Who knows? There's so many of them. It was on the Jaguar, for goodness sake. Okay. Oh! Right, so I found the exit, but I don't have enough items and I haven't beaten the boss. And its attacks are freaking relentless. Alright, let's go back. Maybe find a checkpoint. So there's one here, which I have not hit. Oh, gimme. Why don't we do the item collection now? Then I'll be ready for the boss. Oh, a health! Goodness gracious. I still want to get the respawn though. 1 health is not enough. Okay, so we'll hit this, and then we'll go... get a little love tap. What an interesting design for a boss, by the way. The big banana. With the punk collar around its neck. Partially peeled. It's very suggestive, I might say. Okay, oh my god. This is like a Mega Man boss, for goodness sake. Okay, so we want to jump over the first projectile and then let the other ones bounce over me. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, and then he does it again. Okay. Alright. Gibbon says that I've just about wrapped up the first big section of Peter Milligan's Shade, the part that's still couched in some semblance of being a superhero comic, where Shade is on a mission to protect America from the forces of madness. I gotta say, it's been very, like the America stuff has been very centered so far. Like, the villain is the personification of America. It's all about American themes and locations. It's unusual for a British writer to do that, but I guess it's an American comic. I just find it a little, I don't know, it's odd. But yeah, it sounds like it's transitioning out of that from what you're saying, which is interesting. Ugh. What are those projectiles, those spinning ones? It's like firing out smaller bananas or maybe parts of itself. In which case I should just wait it out and let it fade away to nothing. I don't think I even landed a hit there. Weird hitboxes. You're kidding. So it's a simple attack pattern, unlike the guitar. Because that was always like offsetting and going at different locations. This one is very back and forward at the same spots. But it's still tricky to thread the needle. Oh my god. Come on. You need to hit the head, apparently. Oh my god. Yep, it's going to be another one of these. So Lenny's introduction in the beginning of the more freeform exploration of topics marks the transition into the first half of the Vertigo era, where it's very much just a Euro comic and sort of drops the pretense that Shade could in theory run into Superman or something, though of course he still does occasionally run into Constantine and Swamp Thing and Doom Patrol, i.e. the other Vertigo immigrants. Doom Patrol is interesting because they also had a crossover with Suicide Squad, which was the previous appearance of Shade. So that'll be interesting. Shade wasn't in the Suicide Squad Doom Patrol crossover, of course. Because everyone in that died. It's hilarious. Almost everyone. And then they brought them back via comics shenanigans, some of them anyway. Okay. Oh, I just totally blanked that attack. Okay, Gibbons saying, it's autobiographical. Milligan, like Shade, is an alien to America, and everything is a bit off and surreal from what he knows to be normal, so the comic is autobiographical in this stage, as Milligan heightens his experiences to superhero tiers and puts them on the page. That's an interesting perspective. Yeah, I hadn't thought of that, actually. It's a good point. Why am I glowing sometimes? I don't have a charge attack, do I? I have like a multi-punch attack, which feels like another turbo thing, but again, it's just the default behavior. I wonder if the punch does more damage than the shot. And the plot of America's madness infecting the realms around it, as we can see, is still true even today, Sai. Yep. Yep, we feel it here too. I guess the plot of this is kind of similar. The madness infecting objects. The madness of cruel... what? Blood banana? Okay. I killed the blood banana. Although they haven't done madness in inanimate objects very often. It's usually a person. What? Oh, right, I didn't save after getting all the objects. Which means some backtracking is in order. Okay. I'm going everywhere I've been before. This sucks. Okay. There were definitely someone's close by. Yeah, there's some. Ugh, enemies respawn, but some enemies, I guess, one time drop some items. The potatoes, for goodness sake. I'm actually trying to avoid potatoes in my real life too. Because I think I am intolerant to nightshades, which includes, sadly, potatoes, as well as tomatoes and eggplants and other delicious things. So my life is sad. Oh. Goodness. Zool, you're a freaking ninja. Get like a block attack or something, seriously. Oh, I thought that was me dying. Oh, okay. By the way, if you let the timer run out, Zool will explode in a... Well, it looks a lot like when you kill an enemy. Just a little, like, burst of fluids. You know, as we all will one day. Explode in a burst of fluids. There we go, for goodness sake. We're done with Fruit World. So there's supposed to be 6 worlds, which means we might be halfway. Ooh, it's Tool World. Ooh? And we're going left. What kind of platformer is this? I like this track. Okay, this is huge. We're really in Amiga territory at this point, aren't we? Really glad I picked easy, honestly. So yeah, we're in Home Improvement World. Home Improvement does have an interesting video game. I think it's on both Mega Drive and SNES. But it's also not great, but then like some people came in years later, fans did a ROM hack to make it more interesting and more playable. Goodness. What a vertical space on this level. Ugh. Okay, the jump height does not clear some of these things very well. Oh yeah, teetering animation. Beautiful stuff. Backwards teetering. Forwards teetering. We have all kinds of teetering here. Whoa, what are you? What even is this? It's just a blob with arms and legs and angry eyes that splits into smaller blobs. It's, you know, the red sphere that you find in every Bunnings. Other hardware shops are available, I guess. Depending on where you live. Bunnings really feels like it has a monopoly. I think they bought Mitre 10. Yeah, anyway. We used to have another one here near the airport. What is this? I don't know if I can get in there. Okay. I definitely don't have the momentum to do like a slide. So I guess that's a one-way entrance into this zone. Also, there's another part of the HUD that I haven't really addressed, which is the... What? That's... That's hazardous? Yeah, there's an arrow next to the TI, which presumably stands for time. And I think that points you to the end of level token, actually. And I have not used that arrow at all yet, but maybe time to start looking at it when the level is shaped and sized like this. Okay. Oh, we're gonna use the triangle jump cleverly to get out. That's nice. I like that. Okay, so I'm still 22 items short. We're climbing our way out of the pit like, you know, that Greek guy in hell. The one who's in the pit. Is that one? Okay, so there's our token. Just need to grab some items. Like, the classic is Sisyphus pushing the boulder up the hill, but then there's the one who's like in a lake trying to grab some grapes, can't reach them. There's the one whose liver gets eaten every day by an eagle. You know, cheery stuff. Okay. What was that? Okay, so those arrows on the wall shoot out drops of oil, I guess. Oh, yeah. We're done. And we can grapple on the side wall. It doesn't even have... Oh, it does. There's a few pixels of like a wood texture there. Oops. No, don't fall. Not now. Not like this. Whoa. What even are you? When I first saw it, I was like, Cutman, is that you? Like red, kind of blobby shaped body. The eyes kind of look like scissors. Oh! Now that's a sonic trap. Okay. More power. Look at that parallax in the background. Lovely stuff. Oh yeah, this time it was like 45 items. 50 even. So maybe it's not consistent, or the number of items isn't consistent. Ah! Like maybe the number of items you need goes up in later levels, or there's just more items. Okay. Focus. Drill. Oh god. Can you just settle down, Zool, for once in your life? You maniac. What is this? Is that a lathe? Yeah, it's like perspective shifted in the background. I don't know why these screws have like wings or whatever. Alright. No. I don't accept that. Oh, this level seems a lot more straightforward. Some of them really are just left to right, aren't they? But some are Amiga style. Commander Keen style. Which I guess would be DOS style. Oh, nice, a chainsaw. That's cute. It forms the platform and then these like discrete sprites come up as the blade chain thing. Okay. Okay, this is getting out of hand. Suppose it makes sense in Power Tool World to have so many sharp objects. Oh! It makes a lot more sense than, you know, a speaker just killing you by popping up out of the ground. It's a speaker. It's totally flat, and you're standing on it. Okay. I could probably afford to take a death at the next checkpoint, actually. So what have we had so far? Tools? No, sorry. It started with sweets. And then music. Technology. And then fruit. And now tools. I was thinking, like, are we going through the stages of Zool's life in his subconscious? You know, he was a child and loved sweets. And then he was a teenager and loved CDs. And then when he was an adult, he loved power tools and fruit and vegetables. He became a health nut when he started his ninja training to hone his body and mind. So yeah, we'll see what comes up next. Yeah, that level is much more straightforward. See if the theory continues. Oh yeah. I always find it interesting when there's no floor, like the level directly abuts against the surface of the screen like that. And the wall as well on the left. Solid wall, nothing there. It's kind of unsettling. You could call it odd and unremarkable places, even. To quote an Annie Austin video series. Oi! I have no patience for you, strange subatomic particle creature. They just don't seem to fit the tool theme, you know? Here's another spot. This is a little odd and unremarkable. You just sit there, curl up and fall asleep while the drills go in and out below you. Haven't seen Zool's name come up in the backdrop anywhere on this one. What are these, giant ball bearings or something? They can be any size, you know. I think that special jingle is for when I get all the items I need to complete the level. Make use of our invincibility. Run through some hazards. Oh. Nice. What are you? Explain yourself. I guess we'll never know. Dun 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 dun. Let's grab as many items as we can before moving on. Oh! Ah! Nice, nice. Good setup. Yeah. Oh wait, I grappled on a wall that had no wall graphics. I was grappling onto the very unreality of the void itself. Okay, now we have all the items. Oh, that's death? A solid black texture. Oh, there's a pixel of graphic over here. Yeah, that's a wall. That does not unsettle me. Now let's pay attention to our little compass arrow. In our HUD, it's there for a reason. And it's telling me to go right. No way, in a platform game? You're kidding. I'm smelling a dead end. Oh, apparently not. What? Rude. I think that was a dead end, but there was a one up there. So that's a consolation. Oh, gimme. Yeah. Rude. Boss? Whoa. Okay, instant death. I wonder if there was a checkpoint back here. Somewhere. Not there. Up here? A power up. That will help in the boss fight. Rude. No checkpoints anywhere. Okay, we'll just take this one. And then make our way over. It's only a few jumps. Okay, so grab the power up and then we can do double shots against the boss. Yeah! Who is a giant jackhammer, of course. Double shots. Ow. Gotta hit the main body. Ow. Oh! The debris has hitboxes. This is insane. Okay.
Is it still sponsored by Chupa Chups?
That was only the first world, apparently.
Okay.
It may have been sponsored by Philips for World 2, which had like CDs and stuff. That's so rude. Okay. And now it's sponsored by Power Tools, I guess. I do like a jackhammer with ice. So we can destroy the debris. Probably jump over it. Oh, my buddy is gone. Which means I can destroy debris much slower. Oh boy. Nope. Okay, missed some good shots there. And it's gone. Are you joking? Did we need the spikes, really? Oh my god. Okay. The Chupa Chup thing is so out of pocket. Ah! I wonder if I can bop on this guy. I'll never get a chance, will I? Okay. Bop. I passed completely through it. It's the opposite of a bop. I don't like this boss. The debris is insane. There aren't any other power-ups close by, were there? This is where I do need turbo, actually. Because you have to press the button, otherwise the projectiles don't come out. If you hold it down, he just punches. Okay, I did not actually set up rapid fire toggle on. Nope, that one. So just to save my poor little thummies, we do this. Yeah! Oh no! Wait, I saved here? That was definitely an accident. Yeah, okay. Here's the strat. Plug in your Mad Catz turbo controller. Wow, it's over. Okay, clear rapid fire. It's cleared, and we're good to go. Oh, the exit's right there too. How kind. Okay, here's my final for the end of Tool World. And now we're moving on to Toy World. Okay, so much for the reverting through life stages thing. Unless Zool has become a parent to it our theat. Yeah, I'm always saying this. Twioat. The worst idea of all time. Abbreviated to Twioat is a funny podcast. Okay. Marbles. Collecting marbles? What is this, Bubsy 2? Another Sonic clone. Bubsy. I would put Zool in the company of Bubsy. I wonder if we'll ever get to see Cruel. I have a feeling like the mental block is going to be the final boss. But both Cruel and the mental block come back in the sequel. At least in the story. Okay, are you telling me this thing can kill me? I don't buy it. I do like the paper plane dropping bombs, that's fun. Oh god. Okay, what? Yeah, I left too many enemies over here. Unless this is a new area. I feel like I came through here, but maybe not. Okay, just go away, thank you. These are a reskin of the bean enemies, actually. Okay, here's something I appreciate about this game. Brand new... Oh, a screen clear? Okay, there was nothing there, but sure, go off. Yeah, I like that every single world has a completely new stable of enemies. Oh, those are spikes? Okay. It's like the Meccano is cracked, so it's got sharp edges. Sure. It's like, yeah, new enemy types that correspond. Oh, and a new checkpoint. They do exist after all. It looks similar, but a little bit different. Are you kidding me? They really got to tune up the frequency of enemies dropping hearts. That's a little low, honestly. Okay, we don't need any more items. Let's hightail it in the direction our compass is showing. What? What even hit me? What are you? Fun little wind-up toy. Nice. Joking. How do I avoid that? It just falls down. Okay, cool. What? Maybe I'll crawl the left wall? Okay. And then no more balls spawned. Yep. Pandas are the ultimate pickup. Odd place for a checkpoint. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm begging for that larger screen. Okay, the gauntlet is done. Oh, alright. Whoop! Sorry, I was leaning on the fast forward button. Who would have thought Toy World would be so difficult? It's an odd one to have later in the game. But it's just reinforcing the dissonance of the mental unreality that we exist in. Okay. So some enemies drop items when they're defeated, and that one dropped items into a spike pit. If you were on 99% item requirement, that would be really harsh. But I guess when you're at that level, you're an expert player and you're being more careful about where you defeat enemies. I don't know. I'll take a 1-up. Okay. What are we doing here? Guess not falling in the spike pit. But man, they're just throwing items at me and I am already way past the limit of what I needed. The balance is a little strange with these items sometimes. We keep going right. Are you kidding me? Like, I couldn't even see it. What's this now? Can I stand here? Yeah, I can. Unless I get bombed. Okay. Slide required for the first time. Yeah! Feels good. You go, Zool. Ninja of the nth dimension. Ah! Yeah, I am definitely not prepared to play another version of this game straight away after. I wasn't sure how long it would take, but here we are. Yeah, I gotta try out the Master System version, but I'll do it perhaps another day. I think of all the lists that I saw of like Sonic quote clones, Socket is probably the most cloney of them all. So I'm glad I've covered that. And like Bubsy's up there too, but I've well and truly covered Bubsy at this point. Although I have been meaning to go back and revisit the Jaguar version, Jaguar game, the unique game on the Jaguar. Fractured Fairy Tales. Because I never completed it properly. I only used passwords to skip levels and stuff. Because I didn't have an emulator that supported save states in the Jaguar. Ah, another weird flaw. Feels so wrong. Feels like I should fall to my doom. Okay, so we actually want to go upright. But was there a way through? Can we not? Okay, cool. Huh. Climb? Yeah, this'll do it. Imagine if Sonic could just shoot projectiles whenever he wanted. Oh wait, that's Frontiers and Battle, I suppose. Alternately, if you want projectiles in a Sonic game, play Shadow. Shadow 05. Bouncy! Yeah. Leave me alone. Stop it. Okay, thank God. What? You spawn on top of a bouncing marble? At least I had iframes from spawning in, but like, that's so weird. Is that a wall texture? It's not moving. I think I'm climbing the void there, which again feels strange. Yeah. Bouncing! I love doing that. The marble despawned below me. And then it spawned in above me. So rude. Okay. They kind of look like pizzas. It's making me hungry. But, yeah. You know the problem with pizza? It very often has tomato. Don't food intolerances just suck? The good news is I think I can handle a little bit, but I don't know what the limits are, you know? What? Okay, just stop. I did have one of those spinning top toys as a child. I think they're pretty cool. And I like how the tank is wearing a hat. Do you like how it's labeled fun on the pot of paint? In case you didn't know what you were having while playing Zool. And no more blatant slapping of Zool's name on everything. That's kind of dried up completely. It'd be perfect placement to put it on those blocks, the number blocks, the letter blocks. Or on the paint, but no. No more Zool. I guess Zool's power is waning as we progress in the levels. Oh, given how to comment about the level design, it really feels like they made these levels as big as they possibly could within system limitations, up to and including having the edges be floors, ceiling, and walls. Yeah, sometimes they did. And I like pushing a system to its limits. I think that's great. And again, these level designs are different from what they had on the Amiga. Although, you know, porting between the Amiga and the Mega Drive is something that happened occasionally. Should we turn turbo back on? I have no shame. And I have a Mad Catz controller. Let's go. Beautiful. So many hits. Okay, we can't just stand there. That would be foolish. That was a fun little sound. Okay. Feel my wrath, robot toy. You're probably not safe for children, really, with all those rockets you're shooting at. Could put somebody's eye out, and a choking hazard. You truly are evil, robot toy from the 50s. Yeah, okay. I'm not playing well at all. Let's try this again. Crouch. Beautiful. Run. Oh, I even outpaced that laser. Oh. I can do a kick attack! Let's see if that actually hits the hitbox. It doesn't. Neatly avoids the rocket though. Ooh, okay. Yep. Should have seen that coming. Ah. Oh no. Oh. Okay. Focus. Let's go. Okay, no point shooting when its weak point isn't open. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Now, duck. Ooh, close. Oh. Miscounted. Hey, we did it. Nice. But the token's back there. How do we even get to it? What have I opened up over here? Gah. Oh, from beneath, I see. Yeah, checkpoint after killing a boss. Very strange. Alright, I'll turn off turbo. There we go. So it's maybe up here? Go away. Okay, still have to go around. Ugh. Oh, I'm looking on nothing. It's distressing me. Okay. Making the level out of Meccano is a good conceit because it could literally be in almost any shape and still look natural. Oh. Oh, I missed the heart. Never mind. Should just be over here somewhere. Yeah, they give you a nice little maze before getting the ending on that one. Good stuff. Okay, so we should be entering the final world now, I think. And what's it going to be? Oh, like a fun fair. Carnival. Ugh! Fun. I did like when Sonic stopped doing casinos and started doing carnivals instead. Because it's like similar like feel and gameplay gimmicks, but without like glorifying gambling and stuff, which is good. Yeah. Dope. Okay. Yeah, Superstars has a carnival world and it's pretty cool. It's got like roller coasters and stuff. What? I have to predict the duck's movements so I can land on it. Okay, cool. What? The fairy floss can just jump in the water? It should dissolve, honestly. That's kind of the whole point. Okay. Oh, yeah. Kevin's pointing out that this has a lot of similar world archetypes to Mr. Nuts, which is a good point. Yeah, like the home stereo world was sort of like the giant world. And that had a carnival too. I am struggling to remember. There was like an enchanted forest, I guess. What were the other worlds of Mr. Nuts? Oh man. I like the game, but now you're testing my memory. Oh wow. Just throwing goldfish at me. Aha. You had to make a big leap there. Oh no, playing cards. We were in a casino after all. The enchanted forest had evil fruits and vegetable enemies. Oh, great call. Okay, I knew that would be breakable. Was there an ice world in Mr. Nuts, or was there just like a Yeti enemy? A cloud world? Oh, okay. What else was there? A spooky forest? Was that the same as the other forest? What else? There was the planet populated by chickens. Nope, that was the sequel. Planet Peanut. Which is part of the Amiga Mega Drive conversation. It's an Amiga game that got almost ported to the Mega Drive, and there was like a prototype ROM of it floating around. Okay, Frozen World leading up to the Yeti. Yeah, okay. And the Yeti was the strangest boss of them all. It like threw its body parts at you and stuff. It's weird. Okay. Oh, this is a mechanic? So you have to get the hammer to hit it, I guess. That's cool. Now, what is this exactly? This thing with eyes. Is it like a garbage bag full of the discarded refuse of carnival goers? That is, for some reason, sitting in a kind of plinth? What is it? Some kind of food item? Why is it on a stick thing? Why does it have eyes? I have so many questions. Why can't I climb this wall? Questions. Questions that need answering. Oh, I can climb it. I was too low before, I guess. Oh. No, that didn't happen. Forget it. Okay. Let it pass from your memory. Oh, this is fun. That's a nice set piece. Huh. I don't know if I've ever consciously picked one of those up before, but it adds more time to our timer. Not really an issue on easy difficulty, really. Oh, thank you. Are you kidding? It's just... Okay, that's probably not instant death, but I'm only on 1 health, so... I should probably just take a death and damage boost my way to the ending. Let's go. Damageless, baby. Okay, we did it. Oh, that was another thing. A mines place that had weasels in it, also based visually on Wind in the Willows, and the boss was a weird vulture version of Queen Grimhilda's witch persona. Wow. That's sick. Yeah, that's definitely more than I remembered. Man, Mr. Nuts, what a good game. I should play that again, I guess. I don't know, it's weird. I rarely replay games. Because if I replayed Mr. Nuts every day, I would never have taken the time to play Zool. Because it's great. Yeah, there's a balance, I guess. Did a bit of a straw man there, I suppose. What are these things? They're bloody confusing me. Chocolate, ball, food, ice cream cone? Oh, ice cream cone maybe. Like, this is the cone. It's kind of modeled a bit strangely. And that's the scoop. And it has eyes for some reason. And that, like, tuft at the top is... Or maybe it's a soft serve? No, nothing really fits. It just doesn't look right. Mr. Nuts is weirdly a really good game, says Given. Both of them. Hoppin' Mad fascinates me with its early example of an adventure field overworld. Yeah, the overworld was really cool. And it had like a surprising amount of interaction to it as well. Oh, that's the end. Okay, whatever. think we're up to the last level of Carnival World already. Yeah, 6-4. This should be the final level in the game, unless there's a bonus final boss level / world or something. Okay, can we address this? What is coming out of the popcorn bag? It's definitely not popcorn. Is it the unpopped kernels? Why have they got unpopped kernels in a bag of popcorn? And even then, they don't really look like that. What? There was literally no point in going down there. Okay. Everything's just shooting projectiles because it's so far in the game, I guess. They should have like Chico rolls. Does the fairy floss have a bow on its head because it's a girl? That's weird. Are you kidding me? I took damage from the water by standing next to it. That's so... I don't agree with that. Oh man. I do love... Oh my god! What the frick? I was gonna say I just love how easy it is to bounce off vertical walls and gain height, but... Okay. We were talking about the boss in Mr. Nuts who actually throws its eyeballs at you. And here we are with a clown that is unnaturally opening its mouth really wide and a boxing glove is coming out and it's throwing eyeballs at me. This is a very Mr. Nuts tier boss and also apparently was really easy. Okay. Yeah, creepy stuff. Yeah, and you wouldn't get that on the SNES. Mega Drive does what the SNES don't, as they say. No, I have no idea. The way the sentence was phrased, I didn't know if the content in this that's different from the Amiga version is shared with other console versions or if they all have their own, which, I don't know, that seems unlikely. But Gremlin handled all the ports except for, I think, the Jaguar one and the DOS one from memory? I don't know. Just a couple of them, basically. But you'll see the same names in, like, the programming and design fields for a lot of the credits. Oh, hi, Captain. Busy work's only here for a little bit. Yeah, good to see you anyway. We're playing Zool. A game which had many versions, but this is the Mega Drive one that I'm playing. It's about an alien gremlin who is the guardian of all creative thought. And we're going through surreal worlds, doing, you know, basic platformer stuff, collecting items, jumping on baddies. Yeah, but each world has had a really fun theme that has different, like, enemy types and stuff. I guess we're in, like, tropical island theme now. I've been trying to divine if there's a progression or purpose to the different world environments, but I think they're just, you know, whatever they wanted to do, and then they put them in order of difficulty as they design them or whatever, who knows. Okay. But yes, we are playing on easy mode, which means we have more time, more lives, and fewer items that we need to pick up before we're allowed to finish a level. But on harder difficulties on certain versions of the game, we would have to get 99% of all these little pickups that I'm running past just to get out of the level. And as far as I know, they all have the same 3 health tick system. Okay, so these spiky plants are blending into the background and I do not appreciate it. Whereas these carnivorous plants here a mere decoration. Okay. Yes, this is not a Ghostbusters game. You're the third person to mention Ghostbusters. It just happens to have a similar name. It predates it. This game post-dates, I believe, both Ghostbusters films. So, I don't know if they were going for that. I know there was a strategy of like naming your game a certain thing so it would stand out in catalogs. So if it starts with a Z, it would be at the end of a list of games for you to order by mail, right? Something like that. Maybe that's why they chose the name. Who knows? I could not tell you. Oh yeah, and Gibbon pointing out, so Mr. Nuts Hoppin' Mad, with its extensive overworld adventuring, makes a serendipitous halfway point between the purely side-scrolling levels of Mr. Nuts, the original, and the purely top-down adventure of Conker's Pocket Tales, fitting into our overarching theory that Mr. Nuts is, in fact, young Conker, but not that one. Well, he's the same person. Oh my god. See, that's how levels go if you don't use save states and rewinds. It's just nuts. No pun intended. But it does save your pickup collectible progress if you die. Presumably not if you get a game over though. I think I have like 5 continues left. But we're not going to need them the way I'm playing with my itchy rewind finger. Oh my god, okay. Enemies are supposed to drop hearts, but they just do not do it often enough. And bubbles are deadly. This is new lore about gremlins. What? I don't appreciate it. Okay. Oh, sometimes my projectiles can destroy other projectiles, but not in this case. Okay, they're just it's like a bullet hell. The projectile spam is just nuts. Wait, I thought that was invincibility. Why did I die? Is that whole platform damaging? Ah, nuts. I'm nuts. I'm Mr. Nuts. Alright, we didn't get enough pickups. Okay, focus. I wish I could track down that Zaps game. Zaps was a game that one of the creators of Mr. Nuts made for J2ME phones that starred a sci-fi space squirrel. And I've never been able to find it. It may not have released, who knows. Okay, cool, we're done. Get me out of here. Get me the heck out of here. To quote Conker. Yeah, what? Why are flowers doing this? They should have brought that flower to Plants vs. Zombies. Would have ruined everything. I was watching a speedrun on GDQ the other day of a Plants vs. Zombies fan game called Plants vs. Zombies Fusion. The premise was that you could fuse many kinds of plants to make new kinds of plants that combined the effects of both. It was a really cool idea, similar to Pokemon Infinite Fusion. Whoa! And yeah, it was really cool basically, but this background, amazing. The colors, oh, I love it. This is great. It's beautiful. Okay. Tons of items down there. Should be a straightforward level, hopefully. We gotta play this more like Contra, I think. Shoot everything that comes along. Ah! Rude. Okay. Oh, why is it pointing back this way? Oh, we probably have to wrap all the way around and then go underneath the level and then... Oh, God. Sod off. Okay. Yeah, you can't exceed your max health, unfortunately. Okay, so now we're down here, we're going to wrap around. Can we not have spikes at the bottom of slopes? Come on, you're not Sonic. I will take any opportunity to disparage Sonic when we're playing a Sonic clone. See, Sonic wishes that he was as cool as Zool, with his bare legs and his sash. I don't know. Let's have a look at his character design on the box art. Yeah, it's just like a belt or something that does not seem to hold anything up. I don't know. He's weird. But, you know, he can wear what he likes. It's fine. Oh. Oh, yeah. I had some more notes that I should probably cover. So, Zool, they were trying to make it a thing, right? So the game came out on all sorts of platforms, but they had ancillary media materials to engage with the characters and the brand. Namely, 2 children's books that were titled Cool Zool and Zool Rules, which are very fun titles because they rhyme. And yeah, Gibbon did mention she saw it being pushed heavily in magazines. Yeah. I didn't start reading game magazines until the 64 era. So if they were advertising it in Australia, I wouldn't have seen it. But yeah, I can believe it. And internationally too. This got a Japanese release even. It was called Zool Yume Boken, which means dream adventure, which gives a different kind of context to the surreal worlds that we're in. A mental landscape of the subconscious being directly referenced in the title there, rather than just, I guess, obliquely implied by some manual stuff. Did I mention the comic in the manual? It's cute. There's a different one in the SNES version compared to the Amiga version. Different little comic. But the premise is the same. Zool crashes his spaceship while flying in the nth dimension or something, and then yada yada yada. Go and complete these levels so you can go home. That's the premise. Oh, what the frick is this? It's like a plane that is a cactus or something. I love it. This is great. See, I don't know if anybody's digitized those children's books, but I'm sure it'll be very worthwhile to read Cool Zool and Zool Rules. They sound like a lot of fun from the title and nothing else. I didn't have any other notes. Yeah, confusion about what Zool is. Like, I've seen him referred to as an ant occasionally, which doesn't make any sense to me because he's got green pointy ears. Maybe like a cartoon ant where they remove 2 of the limbs for, you know, simplicity. Oh, I thought only the fruit was the weak point, but maybe the face is as well. I should be able to hit it with jumping attacks. Oh, this boss feels a lot more fair than some of the other ones, which is, yeah, an odd place to put it at the end of the game, but, oopsie. So maybe when it was like there's 6 worlds, it was like 6 in addition to the one that he first landed on, which was Sweet's World. Sometimes they were called different planets. I don't know. I feel like there's not a whole lot of care taken to world building here, but that's okay. It's just a silly cartoon platformer game. Given says, I have a soft spot for cactus folk. Ironically. This is very, very funny comment. Wait, what? Did its sprite change? Like the stumps became bloody? Is that right? Are you seeing this? That's very strange. Yeah, name some cactus folk. The Pokemon Maractus and the other cactus Pokemon Cacturn. The Cactuars from Final Fantasy. Are they ever like people as opposed to monsters? You can play as them in some like, I don't know, racing spin-offs maybe. The Zuna from The Legend of Zelda 4 Swords Adventures. Oh, I've destroyed the fruit on top. I like this boss, it gets battle damage. The pattern does not change, but the sprite changes, which is fun. Good detail. I always love that about Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, speaking of the FF. Other cactus people. You got any for me? I'm running out. Oops, should have just ducked under that one. Yeah, I'm sorry I have to destroy this one, but you know, they started it. Kaboom! Oh no, more level. Ah! Stop! We're out! We're done. So, I guess if you count Sweet's World as the +1, that's the end? Tell me there's a final boss. Okay, hello Zool, hello Zoos. This is Zool's female companion Zeus, who becomes playable in the sequel. I guess they're on their home planet again. Congratulations on completing your mission, but I'm afraid it was merely a cover-up for Cruel's greater ambitions, and 6 more worlds have been attacked. See you next time. Is this a sequel hook, or is this like a loop? Nope, it's giving me credits. And that dog thing, the cat dog, is their pet Zoon. So everybody's name is Zoo something. Yeah, I guess, because like, the first game's 92, the sequel's 93 on the Amiga. All the ports of the first game are also kind of coming out in 93, depending on the specific port. So maybe this is stuff they added in, this ending sequence is like added because they have sequel material. I did read that the Amiga CD32 version of the first game uses the sprites from Zool 2 because they thought it looked cuter. So it's possible that the ports do similar things as well. Anyway, that was kind of an abrupt ending. We did not face Cruel or mental block at all. It just kind of happened. We killed a cactus and then we went home. Very strange. Well, I guess I'll look forward to seeing if the Master System has any differences to it that might shed more light on things here. But yeah, otherwise... oh. Gibbon does have some examples. Pokemon, Digimon, the Zuna, or at least that's how she interprets them. Yeah, I'd agree with that. They're at least like, you know, succulents or something. The Megalos from Doctor Who. There's a cactus version of Swamp Thing. Oh, that's fun. Various comic book one-off characters. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'll think about that. I'll see if I can find any more. I guess we're done with Mega Drive Zool, but yeah, if you're into this game, there are many versions that you could indulge yourself with. So, hang on, let me pull up my calendar. Next week is clear. The week after is literally Christmas Day. So I will try and squeeze one more stream in for the Master System version before this time next week. And this time next week, I'll be playing the sequel on Amiga CD32. That's my plan. So yeah, look forward to it. And yes, enjoy the holidays if you can. We almost got Senorita Cactus in Toy Story, but they ended up going with Jessie. Oh, that's cool. That's a fun factoid. Or does factoid mean it's not true? Oh, that's a fun design. Okay. Is Jessie playable in any of the Toy Story games? Because like the Toy Story 2 game is just Buzz, right? I had the Toy Story 1 game on computer. Nobody knows that it came out on PC. It was like Mega Drive and SNES, but it was a PC game too. So that was Woody. I don't know, they don't really make tie-in games anymore, so I don't know. She was she even in Disney Infinity? Or... oh, the Toy Story 3 game was the precursor to Disney Infinity. And that would have had a lot of playable characters. I'm sure she was in Toy Story 3 game, which is like PS3 generation. She must be playable in that. Yeah, anyway. Tangent. Okay. There's a cactus girl in Cuphead. Oh, nice. I haven't played Cuphead, but yeah. I'm sure there's a lot of fun designs in that game from what I've seen. Yeah. That's cool. Okay, well, we can continue this conversation elsewhere. I have to go sit down. Thanks for watching. That was Zool. And there is more Zool to come before the year is done. So, yeah, stay safe this holiday season, everyone. And, yes, goodbye.